Micah.
Hey, Nicole.
Did you know I played a Munchkin in the Wizard of Oz movie?
Really?
Yeah.
No way. I was a Munchkin in the Wizard of Oz movie.
What?
Yeah. Which one were you?
I was the short one.
I was super tiny too.
What, were you really?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Well, do you know you can actually play a Munchkin anytime with the Munchkin card game?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, when was the last time you played?
20 minutes ago?
Okay, I'm pretty impressed. You want to just show us how to do it?
Yeah, let's head back and play.
Cool, sounds good.
If you've played the original Munchkin game, Marvel Munchkin should be very familiar for you. You start off with 2 decks in the middle of the table, a treasure deck and a door deck. 4 cards from both decks are dealt to the players. Players can only have a hand size of 5, so they either have to play 3 item, affiliation, power, or ally cards, or discard those cards so that they have 5 total cards in their hand. Players can also sell cards with each 1,000 gold pieces sold, allowing the player to go up 1 level. Each player is then dealt a random roll card. These rolls are specialized shield agents with their own unique abilities. The card also has a gender which you can pick and allows you to keep track of your level. Everyone starts on level 1. Like an RPG, players have bodies that can be equipped with items. You'll find the item type at the top left corner of the card. These are headgear, armor, footgear, one-hand items, and two-hand items. You should treat your character as if they have a real body, meaning you can't wear more than 1 set of footgear at a time, or fill more than 2 hands. This can change when the use of a cheat card, which can allow a player to bend 1 rule, such as letting your character have 2 headgear. Allies can permanently join a character until something forces them to leave. You can have only 1 ally unless another power or another card lets you get 2. Affiliations work the same as allies, and you can only have 1 unless a team-up card is played. Now that your character is outfitted, it is time to play the game. Players open their turn by kicking down the door. This means flipping over the top door card and dealing with the revealed card. If it is a monster card, that play is now engaged in combat. The player must fight the villain either alone or they can ask for help from other players. This may come in the form of asking the player across from you for help in defeating the monster in exchange for the treasure that the monster may drop. If the combined force of each attacking player, meaning the character level plus any item buffs, is at least 1 level higher than the monster, it is defeated. Collect any treasure or go up levels as stated on the card. If, say, a player cannot defeat the monster, they can choose to run away. Players roll a die and must get a 5 or higher in order to run. If they fail, they suffer the bad stuff on the monster card. Sometimes this means even death, where the character keeps their affiliation and level, but loses everything else. Other players then loot the body starting with the highest level player and going clockwise. This is how it could go if you draw a monster card when you kick open the door. Other possibilities include drawing a trap card, which forces your character to suffer bad effects. You can also draw a card that is neither a monster or trap card, in which case that card goes into your hand and you move on to the next phase. If you have a wandering monster card and a monster card in your hand, you can play them to look for trouble, which means you are playing a monster in order to fight it. But be warned, wandering monster cards can also be played anytime another player is in combat, so they can be added to any fight in order to make things tougher for a player. If you didn't draw a monster in the kick open the door phase and didn't play one in the looking for trouble phase, you can loot the room. This means simply drawing a door card face down and putting it into your hand. Players take turns until someone reaches level 10 and wins the game. Be careful, however, as you can only win the last level by defeating a monster and not by playing a level up card or selling items. We went over most of the rules here, but for a complete overview of how to play, consult your instruction manual. Now that we know how to play, let's take it to the studio for our playthrough. It's game time!